avoid going to work. SpongeBob dresses himself up as a gorilla, but Patrick Star causes a commotion on the street, saying a ferocious gorilla has escaped from the zoo. He originally thought this would make Mr. Krabs close the restaurant for a day. Unexpectedly, Mr. Krabs calls SpongeBob directly to threaten him. SpongeBob has to go back to work. However, he finds that the zipper of the gorilla costume is missing. When Patrick Star sees this, he wants to cut the costume open with a saw. SpongeBob is so scared. He is so scared that he screams out loud. SpongeBob wants to come out and explain, but scares all the customers away from the Krusty Krab. Mr. Krabs is very angry. He warns SpongeBob, if he doesn't take off this costume, he will never be allowed to come to the Krusty Krab again. So SpongeBob scared that he runs away in a hurry. He has to go to the Krusty Krab for work, wearing the costume. But the field of vision inside the costume is too narrow. He can only grab things by feeling. And this scene is just seen by Squidward, who comes to pick up his order. Squidward thinks it is a real gorilla. SpongeBob walks on the street looking for a way. As a result, he is caught by the zoo staff who mistake him for a gorilla. When they lock SpongeBob in the zoo, no one notices that a real gorilla slips out. The gorilla goes all the way to the Krusty Krab. Mr. Krabs thinks it is SpongeBob and yells at him fiercely. As a result, he is thrown into the frying pan by the gorilla. Taking advantage of the commotion outside, SpongeBob hurries to escape from the zoo. He thinks of a good way to get back to work, that is to put on another SpongeBob costume. Patrick Star praises him, saying he is simply a genius, and cut Plankton into pieces. Then she put a slice of lemon on Plankton's eyeball. After Plankton swallowed his own eyeball, he was put into the chili oil. However, Plankton did all this just to join the Bad Guys Alliance. One day, in order to expand new members, the Bad Guys Alliance ran an advertisement Krabby Patties. Only then did he realize they had been deceived by Plankton. Since the Bad Guys Alliance also loved eating Krabby Patties, they returned the Krabby Patties secret formula to Mr. Krabs. And next, Plankton was in big trouble. Burger Shop, before Plankton could finish speaking, he was beaten up by the shop's bodyguards. The Bad Guys Alliance had no hope for Plankton at first, but unexpectedly, he successfully brought the food. Plankton's strength was completely recognized, so the Bad Guys Alliance decided to help him obtain the world-destroying formula from Krusty Krab. They easily took control of the entire Krusty Krab. Facing the Bad could rule the entire world. He had the ability to lead the Bad Guys Alliance to greatness. This speech made the Bad Guys Alliance very satisfied, and they allowed Plankton to join the alliance. But he still had to go through one last test. Because the residents of Bikini Bottom hated the Bad Guys Alliance, it had become a problem for them to eat in Bikini Bottom, so they gave this task to Plankton. Plankton confidently stated that this test was too easy, but after entering the Bad Guys Alliance's powerful aura, Mr. Krabs refused to hand over the Krabby Patties secret formula even if it meant being eliminated. Seeing that force didn't work, the dirty bubble directly swallowed Mr. Krabs and the others into his stomach to prevent them from resisting. Then the Ray Demon took a ray gun to the safe, easily opened it, and obtained the so-called world-destroying formula that Plankton had mentioned. But when the Ray Demon opened it, he found it was just the formula for making Krab Alliance's base. There were surprisingly many candidates for the audition. The first to be interviewed was a vampire, but the vampire was cut in line by an Avenger. The Ray Demon hated people who cut in line the most, and he directly eliminated the Avenger. However, after the vampire stepped onto the stage, he had no other superpowers besides being able to scare people. In the next second, he was also directly eliminated. When it was Plankton's turn to appear, he claimed to have the smartest evil brain. As long as he obtained the world-destroying formula from Krusty Krab, the advertisement on TV. When Plankton saw the advertisement, an evil idea came into his mind. He wanted to join the Bad Guys Alliance and use those villains to steal the Krabby Patty secret formula for himself. After putting on a domineering outfit, Plankton came to the base of the Bad Guys Alliance. The headquarters of the Bad Guys Alliance was in a trash can, but when Plankton got into the trash can, he didn't see any members of the Bad Guys Alliance. Looking to the side, Plankton realized he had gotten into the wrong trash can. After entering the Bad Guys